Mona M.
Go, Mona.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hi, yes, what items would you like to speak on?
All items, please.
3 minutes.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to speak with you today. I guess you probably are wondering why I'm here every week, without fail, even though sometimes I don't get called on to speak. In March, there was an incident. There was a help sign that was put up in the window of the blue building of Scientology. Officers were called, and when they got there, they checked with security and then just left. They didn't even investigate the sign. I'm sure the person that put it up there was punished. After that incident, the planners were placed out on the sidewalks in the easement to stop demonstrators. The street was closed off to further deny all of us about our First Amendment rights. People are not there protesting the religion, but the abuse and human trafficking within the so-called religion. A few weeks ago, there was a gentleman that was trafficked here from another state. Scientology put him out on the street with $12 left to his name and no way to get back to where he had started from. Not even a room for the night. Why? Because they found out he was gay. 2 nights ago, I was watching the demonstrators down at the Blue Building having a barbecue, feeding the unhoused, when I saw a person take a child, maybe 9 or 10 years old, into the building. And I was screaming at the TV, kids cannot consent. Why didn't I call the police? Because to the outside world, or even the police, it looks like a simple act. But when you know the atrocities of what happens behind those blue walls, it is an utter gut punch. I want to remind you of your duties to protect and serve the children of Los Angeles. And I only bring up the planners because they are symbols of the overall problems. The planners, which are not permitted per your city codes and are a violation of the ADA, are just a symbol of the main problem. I'm asking you, Chief, the new chief, and all of the members, all the commission members, to look at what is going on behind those blue walls and make reparations to your city codes and for the children. Thank you, and I yield back my time.
Next, we have AG Ota.
Yes, good morning. Can you hear me?
Good morning, yes, what items would you like to speak on?
All items, please.
3 minutes.
Yeah, so this is yet again the billionth time I've called in, and I just want to say directly to Temporary Chief Choi and the new chief, all right? You have 2 known child sex predators that are both Scientologists, and your division let them get away. Number 1, Wendell, in May of 2024 of this year, Northeast Division officers responded to a man exposing his genitals, masturbating and defecating on the public sidewalk in broad daylight. The officer was shown this video of this guy, Wendell, who was a Scientologist, black man, about 5'10", doing this, and said there's nothing wrong. Number 2, Anthony Diamando Jr., yet another child sex predator who's also a Scientologist, literally continues to sexually stalk and harass a minor boy and his mother, threatening to rape him every single fucking day, and you guys do nothing. Why is it that I have to go to EA, Electronic Arts, to get his fucking IP and all of his other current addresses where you guys can't do your fucking job to track down and issue an arrest warrant? He's violating his clutch restraining order, and you're letting a fucking child sex predator run around. Is it because he's a Scientologist? Because there's a clear pattern of behavior here. He's not the only one. You have Wendell, and you have Anthony Diamando Jr., also known by his street name as ZDT. Why is it that I have to do your fucking job for you? Go after the child sex predators. Los Angeles is literally known as the child sex predator capital of America. You have fucking Weinstein, Epstein, and now literally Leah Sapien, another known Epstein family lawyer, stalking and harassing Scientology protesters. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Go after the real criminals, the child sex predators, not the fucking Scientology critics. This is absolutely disgusting. Your city is literally child sex predator capital of the world. That is what LA is known for, and thanks to the LAPD. That's who protect and serve means, is to protect and serve the fucking chomos. I have both of their addresses. I know exactly where they are. Why aren't you fucking issuing an arrest warrant? This is disgusting. What will it take What if it was your child being sexually stalked and harassed? Or your significant other being sexually stalked and harassed and being issued with threats of rape every single fucking day and having SWAT calls placed on you? It's absolutely fucking disgusting. I can't stand the sight of you guys, but I come here every day because you need to fucking hear, alright? You need to hear this shit. I'm here to fucking shame you each and every goddamn time you have this meeting. This is disgusting. This is what you guys do for your $200,000 a year salaries. You're using the taxpayer money to fucking protect chomos. It's absolutely revolting. I am sickened by you. And I'll soon be in LA in person to tell you this shit as well, to your fucking face. I'm gonna look you straight in the eye. And I want you to look right back at me so you can fucking look at the public and say, I protect and serve chomos. That's exactly what you're fucking doing. Absolutely disgusting. 2 child sex predators.
Great job, Henri. Good morning. I do want to thank the officers that ran into a burning building to save people. That's great. And to any officer that does honor their oath to protect and to serve. I'm not here about them, though, although I do thank them. I'm here about an officer whose name is Rolon, badge serial number 41378. And I'm here to publicly complain against him to the commission, to LAPD, and to the Inspector General's office. I hope the actual victim of this officer files a complaint and a lawsuit, because what happened a couple of days ago, he was protesting Scientology. Again, it's become well known that they traffic people, that there's been a lot of child abuse victims that survived this, that there's still stuff going on that you guys are not handling. And there's been enough complaints about the police officers who are not handling it right. You guys are not training them. They are trying, Scientology is getting endless things to get the street closed. But it's not closed to pedestrians, it's not closed to protesters, it's closed to cars. And your officers are not trained when Scientology calls and say there's a man assaulting people. They come, code 3, whatever, enraged or on alert. And it's a bogus crime. It's just somebody saying, hey, you guys deserve better than $47 a week. And this officer in particular, came really very aggressive, no de-escalation skills, which is another thing you're supposed to be teaching them. And he, was, going at saying that you have to go, you're going to be arrested, this is private, and it's not. It is absolutely public, that is for sure. They need to know this going in there, that it's a lie from Scientology. And so then, the protester did. He said, I think he called him a pig or whatever, because he was coming at him aggressively. And I honestly don't like that term, because don't take this the wrong way. I love pigs, and I don't like, I don't want a comparison between a cute little pig and a bad cop. And I'm not saying all cops are bad. I'm not one of those people. But this officer got so enraged, he was pulling out his billy club like he was going to go beat this guy for just calling him a pig. I bet if I called everyone in here a pig, I bet you every last one of these officers are just going to not even bat an eye. This is not going to even faze them, because they've been trained. Most of them, I'm going to say, have been trained like that. They know this is part of that. There's going to be protesters. There's going to be dissent. There's going to be a lot of people that don't like you, and they get it. They're prepared. So I'm not painting everyone with that brush. But this officer is unhinged. This officer needs to be taken off the street immediately, because honestly, if I see him in the street, he's scared of me, because he was ready to arrest this guy for what? For nothing. He did nothing wrong. And that's it. Thank you.
Excuse me, ma'am. There's a gentleman over there.
Thank you. Thank you. Which one? Okay, perfect. Thank you, Inspector General.
Good morning.
Good morning, what items would you like to speak?
Outside? Okay, thank
I'd
you.
like to speak on the
Oh, no, I'm going to go out here. Thank you, sir.
Agenda items,
Hi.
public comment. First off, I'm hoping.
Hi. Yeah, good, how you doing? Which way? Sorry. Okay, this way? Okay. Whoop. Sorry, thank you. Yes, thank you. No, not all. Just one. I have his serial number. You doing it? But
Something they use off. I can take it and then pour it. Oh, okay. That's easier. That works? Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Just one mic.
I'll go with it.
Thank you, sir.
It'll be easier to pour it in.
Thank you.
Did you fill out a form already? No.
I did not, and just for transparency, I stream. I do all my interactions with government, so just to,
Wonderful.
sorry, I mean, if you need me to, I prefer, just because I like to have a,
I'd rather it turned up because some might be confidential. I don't know if you want. It's up to you.
I can mute when it is. I just prefer, because I want to encourage other people,
Okay.
and it's also, so there's no he said, she said, type of thing.
Would it be easier if you just fill out the complaint forms? Then you can provide all the details. Would that be easier? For you?
I
Or
just
you
like,
tell me.
I can tell you, I go by Audit LA, so I just want it under that name, Audit
So
LA.
anonymous, you wanna-
Yeah, but
anonymous.
Audit LA, and I'll give you my email address.
Okay.
That's just my, Scientology doesn't like, they don't like, thank you.
Contact.
And I'm not on you directly, just to let you know, just,
That's fine. So,
if you need me to mute at any time, I will.
phone number?
Hold on, I can. Look, I was gonna put my, can I just put my email here, and then I can always email, okay.
Perfect. Whatever contact information you have, that'd be perfect.
Oh, wait, I got this wrong.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. And it's,
Or do you want me to just fill in everything here for you?
yes,
Just ask the
please.
questions?
Thank
Okay.
you, that way I can get it in immediately.
Yeah, okay, let me do this.
And the email address is audit.in.la@gmail.com. I can provide video proof to back it up. I just don't, I would have to, if I could get the link to upload it.
Okay, what was the address where the incident occurred?
It's L. Ron Hubbard Way, that whole block. It's just a one block street.
And that's in Hollywood?
Yes, at the blue building.
And date and time of occurrence?
This happened 2 days ago.
So this would be on Sunday?
Was it Sunday? Oh shoot, is Sunday? Was it Sunday? Wait, yesterday. Today's Tuesday,
This is Monday.
so wasn't Monday. It had to have been Sunday,
Sunday?
and sometime I believe in the late afternoon. I watched it. I viewed it.
October 13th. What time?
I'm not sure the exact time.
Morning?
Afternoon.
Afternoon.
Like I said, I do have video proof.
Okay. And the officer is?
It's the number is 41378.
And officer?
Rolon.
You said Ramon?
Rolon. Rolon is his last name. I don't know his first name.
Okay.
And it's 41378. Not, his partner didn't really, I wish his partner had de-escalated him.
Okay. And so tell me what happened. What was happening?
Okay, the person was protesting. He's a protester.
Okay.
And
what do you know that person?
he goes by DOA, yeah, Scott Hochstetter.
Okay. He was a critic of Scientology.
Yeah,
protester?
his
Okay.
girlfriend was actually a survivor who was sexually abused, a victim of human trafficking, an absolute victim of Scientology, and he is a protester. Like, there's a lot of people protesting right now. It's becoming a global because of all the different victims that have come forward and lawsuits and everything.
Okay. So he was protesting.
He was protesting, but he wasn't even being bad. He wasn't protesting anything. He was going around saying to the people, because they again have they have a street closure. They had a fair that was like, it's open to the public, although they try to say it's not open to the public, but it is because they give tickets for the public. And he was just telling the Scientology people basically, hey, you guys are worth more. Because they only get $47 a week. You know, the people in the CR. He's like, you guys deserve more. You guys deserve a better life. You can have better. You know, and that, I guess, triggered Scientology. They called the police. And from what the call came out as, I want to say a man assaulting people. I forget exactly. Like I said, I have all of it. I can upload. A man assaulting people. And they came in kind of hot. And, but that was because Scientology upped the,
Sure.
he was not assaulting anyone.
Sure. And then what happened?
Okay, and then they came to confront him, and they were telling him he had to leave, that it was a private event, that it's a private sidewalk, that, you know, they have, you know, and that's not true. It's public. The only restrictions on the permit is cars, not pedestrians. And so the officer, there's two officers, they were both, I mean, he was coming in kind of aggressive. But at that point, Scott was, now mind you, I have to backtrack. Scott has been, he's been swatted maybe 7 times this past year. He's had guns on him drawn for bogus SWAT calls.
And what was his name again?
His name's Scott. I don't know how to say it. It's DOA. I'll
No, it's fine.
yeah, I can email it's Hochstetter. I don't know.
Hochstetter,
Yeah.
okay.
And he has had so many swattings, you know, like guns drawn, everything, and it's all bogus calls. None of it's legit. They've had him arrested for bogus stuff. No charges. It's just Scientology tried to put restraining orders. He defended himself and won. I mean, it's all bogus.
And what did the responding officer do?
Well, because then Scott was saying, like, because he was coming very aggressively towards Scott, and he started calling him. He called him a pig, whatever, you
And
know.
this was Officer
Rolon. Yeah, his partner just kind of didn't seem to do much. He didn't de-escalate, but he didn't escalate like this guy did. This guy was, all of a sudden, he was so enraged at being called a name that he starts taking out his billy club. Like, I was terrified. I was ready, he looked like he was going to beat the crap out of this guy, out of Scott. None, and then and he was coming forward, and he's like, I'm gonna have to arrest you. You're going to be arrested.
Was he
for what?
waving the bill?
No, he was just pulled it out like in a threatening, menacing manner. I don't think it ever fully came out. But if you're that unhinged, this is the part that bothers me. A, there was no de-escalation. But B, if a name can trigger an officer to want to pull out a billy club to beat you, like how he needs, I don't know, he needs something. Like, I don't want to see him on the street. If I see him on the street, I'll probably call the police and say, I'm scared. Like, seriously, I'm terrified of this officer at this point. He's unhinged. And it was, the look in his face was so enraged. Like, I've seen cops be called a lot worse. I've seen, and I feel bad. Like, I do. I feel bad that a cop just standing by doing nothing is called names or whatever. I hate that, okay? But this officer was threatening arrest and coming after someone who did nothing wrong. Like, really at that point, it wasn't unwarranted, I'm just going to say.
Okay.
But he cannot, at that point, escalate to the threat of violence. Like, I really thought he was going to have his skull bashed in.
So this is the best contact information for you, this email address?
Yeah, that's just the best for now.
Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm from the Inspector General's office.
Oh, okay.
So what we do, we'll do the intake for the initial complaint, we'll write it up, and then we forward it to Internal Affairs, Professional Standards Bureau. They actually are the assigned investigators. They'll assign somebody, and then they'll follow up and get more information from you, whatever follow-up information you may have, and they'll contact you via this email address.
Perfect. Just make sure we got it right.
audit.in.la@gmail.com.
Correct. Yeah,
Okay,
because,
so-
yeah.
So that's where you'll get a confirming email from Internal
Okay.
Affairs. We don't do the actual investigation. It'll be them because we only conduct investigations with respect to the chief of police. Everything else, other command staff or any other officers, that's done by Internal Affairs.
That's new. See, that's good info. See, I try to be
Yeah,
informative. I
but-
consider myself like a
But
media source.
we're a vehicle to
Okay.
receive
Okay.
the complaints. A lot of times people don't want to go to the divisions, they don't want to go to internal affairs,
Yeah.
so another option is to come to us. And we've actually received quite a number of complaints against Scientology, and there may already be ongoing investigations and stuff. However, this is a separate incident, so we will take the information and we will forward it for investigation by internal
But
affairs.
can you please, like,
Yes.
I'm begging you, I am begging you. They have to train the officers that Scientology is lying on 2 counts. They do not own that street or that sidewalk, because that's what they're trying to have their people tell, and they tell the police that, so the police
Sure.
start believing that.
Sure.
And they also have to stop believing that, like, there's been too many calls coming from Scientology. I'm not saying that all the swatting calls are Scientology.
Sure.
They're not. We have proof there's other people doing
Sure.
it too.
Sure.
But Scientology certainly does call, and they know how to get the police out. They're not going to say, oh, some guy is like, talking to our people and we don't want him to. They're going to say he's assaulting people.
Yes, and one other question I had for it. He gave you the serial number? He told you specific, this is my.
The officer, well,
He told you.
right, well, no, he asked him, like, what's your name? And the cop did give his serial number
Okay.
and his name, and I looked him up and,
Okay.
to get his name. No, because I didn't understand his name. It sounded like he said Malone, but it's Rolon.
Okay, and how does he look?
I can show you the picture. Yeah, it's Marco Rolon.
Okay, perfect.
And but we need, because chances are I'm not going to be, I doubt I'm going to be swatted guns on me, because I'm a different, I'm more like, I like to come here, I like to come to meetings, I like to advocate. I still speak against everything that's going on with Scientology, but it's getting, it's scary to go out. Like, I give everyone credit who goes boots on the ground in these places, and I do every now and then. I'm not saying I don't. I'm not a scaredy cat. I'll do it, but we have to stop these swattings.
I understand. Okay, well, I've got all the information, and in the near future, you'll get a follow-up
Thank you.
email from our Professional Standards Bureau.
But the chief, right? That's de-escalation. He
Yes.
looked me in the eye, and I hope he gets it.
Okay.
They have to do de-escalation. It's not.
Understood.
God forbid somebody gets killed doing this. That's just trying to protect children. Like, can you imagine trying to protect children?
All right, thank you, ma'am.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it. Wait. Now I gotta try to go.
Oh, there you go.
Uh-oh. No, I'm gonna take the door. I'm gonna take it all with me. Uh-oh. Shoot. Whew. All right, thank you for doing it. Thank you. Now I need to get out of here. How do we get out? I want to go to City Hall. Oh, no, I want to go to City Hall. Thank you. Yeah. We'll get in unless I... Thank you. You too for taking my complaint. Okay. Thank you.